Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the New York Jets. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. On first down, it's Cunningham. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for the Raiders. 54 yards. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Set. 18 Gator. Leo.
Running right, Portis. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Recon, 132, snap.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. give this time to the tailback. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Cunningham to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Forbath, the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Let's get it. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Get that quarterback.
Marino here from the gun. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Cunningham. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on third down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
After the interception, here's Marino. That one complete to Anderson. Anderson a first down and more. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go. 30 base. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Hey, Delta. Ready?
On 2nd and 7, Marino. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Now a first down throw. Cunningham underneath for Johnson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be second down.
Ready. Let's go. Hey, we got
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
It's important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. On on second down. Here's Cunningham. Flush to his right. He finds his man Johnson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 27-yard line.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Jets' 24-yard line.
Here we go. 50 on the roof. 50.
To throw on second down, Cunningham. They dump it off, complete to Dorsett. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Here's Cunningham from the gun. The pass complete. It's Bird. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 14. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Cunningham looking to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Hey, Orbit. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go. Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Marino to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Marino. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser. Headed for the sidelines. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That one goes for 24 yards. They go play action with Marino. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen.
That's caught inside the 20. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And, oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Flushed it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Going deep here for Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back. on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On 2nd and 12, Marino. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Ready. 18 Gator.
Now they try the right side here. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And the ball is knocked out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. From the 16, Marino. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 14. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Forbath able to convert the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. That throw by Marino, incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Who draws 4th? Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Mike, 55. Check 55. Mike. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Out of the gun, it's Marino. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Now it's Marino. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game.
He's got daylight. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. 99 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Forbath, the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Let's get the ball. Hey, exit. 55 is my guy, 55. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Watch the screen. Go. Watch the screen. Mike, 55.
Indeed, they're going for it with Moreno. And able to haul it in is Kittle. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, 7.
Again, it's Moreno. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jerome Baker able to record his 5th sack of the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Push him back.
On 3rd down, Cunningham. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Now Forbath for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right, throw it up.
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 32. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
56. Exit. 56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike.
Here's Cunningham. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down.
Complete to number 33. It's a gain of 6.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Cunningham with a catch made by Johnson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Cunningham to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Escaping the pressure right. He can run, and the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 32-yard line.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Marino here from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On second and a long way to go. Marino. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. The Jets on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Here's Marino. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. The 40. The 30. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
That'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
60 Pittsburgh. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
55. Mike 55. Mike 55. Bandit. Bandit. Let's go.
They'll try and throw forward Marino. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless, take care of the ball on the way out.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
At the 16.
Now a handoff looking right. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down. They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down and more. And all the way down to the 25-yard line.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.